Hi folks, Pete here from Ashton's Cars. Today, showing you around our 70 plate Mini Cooper Classic. So this is the F55 model of Mini. In other words, the 5-door version of the third generation of BMW Mini. The one that ran from 2014 through to 2024. And this is the facelifted version of that car. They did what's called an LCI update. They always do BMW do a half sort of way through the lifespan of each car. They do a few revisions. So this is the newer of those F55 generation Minis. There's a couple of subtle differences between them and earlier examples, although they are basically the same car under the skin. So 136 horsepower, 1.5 litre 3-cylinder engine in this, because it's the Cooper spec. 6-speed manual gearbox. Finished in what I can only describe as a very nice indigo blue colour. I'm not quite sure what the exact name of it is. I'm sure someone might know and put it in the comments for us if they want to be a darling, but it's a very nice looking colour. I think it suits the car really well. Looks good with the black floating roof design. One of the things that distinguishes these later model F55 models from earlier ones is that they have the Union Jack emblazoned in those rear lights, which is quite a cool feature on the car. And obviously just showing off the fact that this is an actually British built car. These are made in Oxford, so it's a proper British built car. And it has got a certain nostalgia about it, the Mini Cooper. But that said, this one is a thoroughly modern design, thoroughly modern car. It's got the USB connectivity for your phone. You've got Bluetooth media and phone calls on it. And yeah, all the features really that you need to make modern life that much more enjoyable in a car. What it has also got though is 5 doors, very important. Obviously the F55 is the 5-door, F56 is the model with the 3 doors. I've been running an F55 myself recently, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I found it very practical. I've even, as I say, taken my parents out for runs in it, where there's been 4 of us, 4 adults in the car, and everyone's been quite comfortable in it. And I do sit with my seat quite far back, so no one seemed to mind. So it's quite a practical car, this, and great fun to drive. We'll start off at the back. We'll show you around it quickly and sort of show you the features it's got. We've obviously covered a lot of Minis on our channel now. This I think is the newest one we've had though. So look at that. Good sized boot really for what it is. I mean, it's not obviously designed to be a sort of people mover or anything, but it's got enough room in there for a big shop. And what more do you really want in your Mini? Obviously these seats do tether forward as well, so you can have a little bit more space if you need to use it for the garden centre and so on, and DIY places. It's not a bad size boot. It's not as big as you get in some of the rivals, but you know, it's called a Mini. It's not designed to be a big car, is it? It's designed to be cool. Now in the back, I have got my seat right the way back at the minute. Let me just quickly show you before I do that. Look, see the light inside there? This all lights up at night, and it's really handy, that is, when you're taking passengers out, and all the door handles light up on it when you open the car. It's just a cool little feature that you get on Minis. There's the back seat. It is a 5-seater, but there is a big, tall sort of cup holder thing in the middle, which does limit room for the middle passenger. They've got to straddle that, but if you've got 4 in here, it's quite comfortable, and it's also got Isofix points as well. So quite a practical sort of rear compartment for the type of car that it is. Not as big in the back, perhaps as a Fiesta of this age, and you know, it's a style statement. The Mini is really, I always think. So you sacrifice a little bit of space to have what is undoubtedly the coolest and best built car in the class. Move on to the front. Well, actually, there's acres of room in the front. Loads of space for me. You know, approaching 6 foot and being quite a big guy. Loads of room for me in here, and you know, I've always found them quite roomy for elbow room as well, which is quite surprising perhaps for what it is. But the Minis have got slightly bigger as they've moved generation to generation, and by the time you get to this 3rd generation of BMW Mini, they are indeed quite a spacious and well thought out interior on them. I will just quickly show you before we jump inside. This car has got, being the Classic, you get the 5-spoke chunky alloy wheels on it, which look great. They are 15-inch, and they because they got a slightly taller sidewall on the tyres, it does mean the ride on this is actually much better than a lot of the Minis that we've tested. So that's really worth noting. If you go for the big wheels, while they do look cool, you sacrifice a bit of comfort. This one's got 15-inch wheels. It's got a matching set of Hankook tyres all round on it, coming into us from the BMW main dealer. And yeah, the ride on this car is fantastic. It's really surprising how good it is actually compared to my Cooper S. Let's just jump this out the wheel anyway. Show you a bit more. So as I say, this is a Cooper Classic model. Power is provided by a 3-cylinder 1.5 litre engine. It's a BMW engine. It's a really good engine, very smooth. It's a bigger version of the one that you get in the Mini one. That's a 1.2, this is a 1.5. It's turbocharged, and it's mated to a rather nice 6-speed manual gearbox. Now this particular one is quite a reasonable spec on it. It's got speed limiter function on this side of the wheel, and then we have got our telephone controls over on the right hand side as well. So it's pretty well equipped, and it's got the big large screen by here, which is a joystick just down in the centre console to control it. I'll fire the car up and show you how that all looks when you start it up. So you just depress the clutch, and then you've got two of these keys which you keep on your person. They don't go anywhere on the car as long as you've got it on your person or inside the vehicle. It starts at the flick of a switch. As it clearly says on there, the car has got speech recognition fitted to it. Although I haven't really set it up for me, so I'm not going to try it now. Go away, there we are. This is what I wanted to show you. So we've got quite a nice display here where I've got the vehicle details there, Mini Connect, which connects you to the dealers and that sort of thing. Notifications, it'll tell you if it's due a service or anything on that. My telephone system, and most importantly, my media system and radio. And it's got the DAB stereo this car has, so that's quite handy indeed. I do quite like a DAB radio. The mix of materials in the car are fantastic. I've talked about this quite a lot on other videos, so I won't go on too much about it, but it is really well built, this car is. It feels really, really solid when you're in it. I don't think there's any other small car that comes close to the feeling that you get inside this generation of Mini. Even the newer Mini, which is out now, while that is fantastic, and it's just one car of the year actually, it hasn't quite got the interior feel of this. It's a lot more sparse inside because they've gone for that rather cool sort of minimalist vibe. But I quite like this. I think this is a much nicer, more pleasant place to be. And another thing that I do quite like in my Mini is a manual gearbox. And in the new one, you can't have one. This is the last generation of Mini that will ever have a manual gearbox. How about that? So that's a good reason to buy one, if nothing else. I mean, there's nothing better than throwing a Mini round through some twisty-turny lanes, flicking through that 6-speed manual. It is what Mini ownership is all about, in my opinion. And I do love an automatic car, but I like a manual Mini, if that makes sense. I think it's just the car suits a manual box. Now, this car is a 70 plate, so it's just turned 4 years old. And it's only done 25,000 miles. You can see on the clock there. So that's very low mileage indeed. I'll give it a quick rev while we're zoomed in there. The familiar thrum of a little three-cylinder engine there, but yeah, 136 horsepower, cannot be argued with. That's in it. You really do feel it. It's got a lot of grunt in it, this car has. Yeah. That Revy engine mated to this 6-speed manual box is a recipe for fun. So if you're a keen driver looking for a small car, then these are really a good bet for you. You will have a lot of fun in this car. The car is very well built. It is very well thought out. I mean, it's not a big car by any stroke, but having the extra doors on the back, I think, does make it a lot more practical, really. And I quite enjoy driving a Mini. I quite often use one myself. I've been using a Cooper S diesel for the last couple of months, in fact. So, yeah, I think all in all, a very nice example. It's one owner from new, this car is, as well. Only had one owner, and it came to us over the Christmas period directly from BMW Mini themselves. So you can hopefully see it's a very clean, well looked after example. So yeah, if you're in the market for something like this, well, this is probably one of the nicest ones you'll find. Look at those lights. Isn't that cool? I love it. My number's 07932 873 646. If you're interested in this car and want more details on it, give me a call. We have quite a lot of Minis in stock at the minute as well. So I've got everything from a Mini 1 right the way up to, we have got the Cooper SD, which I've been driving actually. This is the newest of them. But we have got quite a lot of this generation of Mini. This generation in particular, the F55, F56 models, 5 and 3-door models of this generation, are my favourites. As simple as that. Just because of their reliability, the fact that they have got all the up-to-date systems on them, and they're still really good fun to drive. I'm not sure if I'm going to be as keen on this newer generation with the auto box. It's just not sort of settling well with me at the moment. So this is probably the best Mini ever, is what I'm trying to say to you. So there we are, look at those lights there. How cool is that? So give us a call. We do take part exchange. If you've got a car you want to put into us, let us know what you got. We'll happily work out a deal to suit you. We're also happy to arrange delivery anywhere from Land's End to John O'Groats. Anywhere in the UK we will deliver this Mini. Let the Nissan Duke go past. If you're interested in something like this, give us a ring. 07932 873 646. In my opinion, this generation's the best that they ever did, and potentially the best they ever will do, because well, manual gearbox, high quality interior, 5-door practicality, it's got it all. Give us a call anyway, and thanks ever so much for watching our channel. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye for now.